Good evening, Northeast Kansas. Thanks for joining us here on KSNT News. It's still on the warm side right now. We continue that trend overnight, but stays quiet as well. However, more breezy and humid weather is on its way for the next couple of days. We don't really get a break from the humidity until storm chances roll in midweek, but I'll give you a closer look at that in just a moment. Again, a quiet end to the day across not only Junction City, but most of the region, but you can still see the flags blowing in the wind along the street there, and it's still breezy, but those southerly winds continue to help temperatures from dropping all too much. We're still in the 80s, 81 degrees to be exact, but that feels much more comfortable after hitting a high of 93 earlier today. We hit 90 yesterday, so this is our second day of 90-degree weather here in the capital city. Most of us did reach into the 90s today, but now we're a mix of 70s and 80s, a pair of 77s for Burlington and Emporia, 82 for the Little Apple and Clay Center, 78 degrees though at Council Grove. Heat index is still a factor at this hour. Many of us feeling as if we're in the mid-80s right now, and that's because even though temperatures are falling, the dew point not doing too much of the same. Now, the dew point is the measurement of how much moisture is in the air. When you get dew point temperatures right around that 70-degree mark, that's starting to get more on the muggy side of things, so we are still feeling that humid air in place right now, and even though we have those southerly winds to provide some relief, they're also the culprit behind bringing in that humid air. Those winds are still at about 10 to 15 miles per hour right now, and they'll continue to gradually die off overnight tonight, but still a little bit on the breezy side. With that reduction in the winds for tonight, dew points will gradually start to back off as well. Still feeling a little bit sticky though as you head out the door to kick off the brand new work week. But those southerly winds ramp right back up for tomorrow at about 10 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds, and we'll get those dew points right around that 70-degree mark once again. Now Monday night into Tuesday though, notice how our dew points don't drop off quite as much. It's going to feel much more on the muggy side for the second day of the work week. But notice, we'll see them increase once again, even with those southerly winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. But notice how some dry air is starting to encroach in from the west. We'll get that really across the entire region for Wednesday when our next front pushes through, and behind it will be drier air. So we do have to contend with the humidity for the next couple of days. And hand in hand, what goes with that are heat index values in the upper 90s to right around that 100-degree mark is what you can expect once again for tomorrow in terms of how hot it feels outside. Getting ahead into Tuesday, much of the same. This model might be overdoing it just a smidge, but again, it's going to feel closer to that 100-degree mark for Tuesday as well. The main difference you'll start to see is not so much in how it feels outside, but what we see up in the sky. Starting to see those changes already with some clouds starting to move in from west to east. Not expecting any rain out of this though, but again, we'll be dealing with those clouds as they start to move through more of the sunflower state. So that's what we can expect for tonight. Even with the additional cloud cover, still warm, 72 degrees as those winds gradually back off. Your backyard forecast for tomorrow, another great day to jump in the pool to get some relief from the heat. Calling for a high of 92 degrees here in the capital city. Mainly dry because there is a slight chance that we do have the moisture in place, and now we have a little bit of a lift as well. We could see a couple pop-up showers Monday morning into the afternoon, but all in all, it's a really low chance. Better chance actually comes in on Tuesday. Otherwise, we'll just see some passing clouds across the region. And then as we get into the evening hours, especially for our northwestern counties, this model is now backing off on it, but you could see a couple isolated showers and storms start to pop up. And that'll just be the first bout of it, as you'll see with our KSNT Storm Track 7-day forecast. Storm chances late for Tuesday, again, more so for our western areas. Better chances roll in Wednesday into Thursday as that front pushes through. Much more comfortable sleeping weather with lows back into the 60s, but not so much relief from the 90-degree weather. That'll be a constant for the next several days.